Good morning, welcome to Hunky Dory TV. It is Tuesday and we're really looking forward to today's show. First of all, helping me out today, we've got Lisa. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
Not so bad.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
And in the demonstration corner, we've got Natalie. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Goody Box Day.
How exciting is this?
Oh, I love a goodie box.
And do you know what's even better? I don't know what's in them.
No, I know we don't have a clue what is even in these boxes. We just know that there's little tiny Empire State Buildings the whole way around
Everywhere.
the warehouse, like covering every little nook and cranny. Have you ever seen that film? I can never remember what it's called, but it's got Adam Sandler in. I think it has. And they have like a little like hideout in the warehouse of a big like Costco or something. I reckon you could do that here now with all the goodie boxes.
Definitely. It's like, you know, where we eat lunch and
Yes.
we can see out into the warehouse.
boxes.
It's getting to the point where we can't see out the window because there's
just
little
boxes
towering
everywhere.
above. So we are going to go through another 3 of those goodie boxes today. Each one packed with over £80 worth of festive goodies from Hunky Dory. Couple of T's and C's. Please note they're only available to UK mainland customers. You can order up to 4 boxes and we will guarantee that you will get different goodies in each.
Yeah.
So it will be 4 different boxes you receive. So you're limited to 4 boxes per order and they are non-returnable once opened. Is that all the T's and C's?
I think so.
I think so.
So before we crack on and have a look at these boxes, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly competition. So this week you are in with a chance of winning over £200 worth of crafting goodies specifically chosen by Anne-Marie herself. Look at her goodie bag.
It is a good goodie bag. Look at this.
Like yours last week, I think you could definitely tell that this is Anne-Marie's.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
You've got
leopard
your
print in here.
animal print, you've got your crochet,
Crocheting.
you've got your glues, you've got your foiled card blanks, you've got your
Alcohol
prism
markers.
markers,
This is definitely
your trimmer,
Anne-Marie.
your tape runners. Oh, and that is animal print Miri as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Just gorgeous. So one lucky winner will be in with a chance of winning this gorgeous goodie bag. The winner will be announced on Friday. But to be in with a chance to win, all you need to do is like, share and comment with the answer to the following question. What ruined Anne-Marie's Christmas in 1993? Was it A, Sprouts, B, Tamagotchi, or was it C, Mr. Blobby? So like, share and comment. What's your thoughts on Sprouts?
I love Sprouts.
Do you?
Yeah, love Sprouts. I've been having them in my winter salads. Stacey told me I need to stop talking about those, by the way.
I don't know anything about these winter salads.
Have you not heard
No.
about it? Well, I'll talk to you about
Oh,
my
okay.
winter salads.
Lisa? Sprouts or no Sprouts?
No Sprouts.
No
They're
Sprouts.
so tasty, though.
Mm.
I think if they're cooked
Just for
right,
Christmas
not
Day.
boiled, don't boil them. Roast them. Roast them. Maybe a tiny drizzle of honey if you like don't like the
Ooh.
taste of them. Definitely recommend cooking them with like a bacon lard.
Yes.
Bacon lardons.
Yes, yeah.
So tasty. You just need a little bit more flavour in, but yeah, I love Sprouts.
So, what ruined Anne-Marie's Christmas? Answer that question and you will be in with a chance to win that goodie bag. Should we just start?
Let's just start.
Let's just...
Eagerly anticipated to open this
I'm
first
so
box.
excited because, like I say, I haven't actually seen anything that is in here.
Oh,
So, the first goodie box that we are going to open today.
Don't show the code on the...
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, look, we even get...
It's packed properly. You've got a little bit of brown paper there.
So, on the top, you will get a leaflet which gives you 10% off orders placed in December. There is a code.
There you go.
Covered it up, yeah. That you need to use. So, just put that code in and it will save you...
I love that we give that.
I know, it's not... It's
really,
just...
really
It's like an
nice.
added
A
extra,
little
isn't
extra
it?
for you.
So, oh, where should we start?
Ooh.
Look at
This is a good stamp set.
So we need, let's do it on, so we've got the...
I love
Look at the
this
size
stamp.
of it. It's like, what a gorgeous
It's
DL
so
card you could make with that as well,
nice.
isn't it?
You can like make like trifold cards as well, and then like cut out some of the houses. It looks
Oh,
really
gorgeous.
good like that.
I think it would be nice done. You could do it in your black or your sort of your gold or your silver.
White on craft card.
Embossing powders, yes. You could stamp it and just leave it as it is, couldn't you? If you put
honestly,
it onto
it's
coloured
gorgeous.
matastic, or you could just go around and colour those in.
It's such a beautiful
But you
stamp.
can see how you could stamp it, like you say, a number of times and then just sort of 3D layering,
build
isn't it,
up
with
those
your
scenes
foam
and
pads.
things. It's a really
Just
beautiful
gorgeous and
stamp.
such a large stamp.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's designed to fit onto like your DL
Yeah.
sizes. I think this is one of our midnight Christmas stamps.
And perfect for batch making as well, isn't it? If you've got a lot of cards to make. And this is something you're going to be able to bring out year after year. It's sort of a classic scene, isn't it?
Honestly,
you could add your
one of my favourite stamps.
Snowfall acetate to it. Just gorgeous. So that is your first. This is a good start.
This is a really good
we
start.
like this. Then you have got in
Oh, some glue.
essential your Premier craft glue. Perfect time to start stocking up on all those things.
Ooh.
Look at this.
Nice.
Your square little book of enchanted winter. And this was so, look at that.
The artwork in here is incredible.
And I just love sort of the different shades of the blues, isn't it? You've got that sort of almost navy blue, and then there's sort of the snowflakes on there.
So nice.
These are just perfect. If you just want to mat and layer these onto the front of your card blanks, you can do. You can also use your trimmer to cut around them, do your pyramage, or use your nesting dies.
There's something about the colour in this collection, and I think it is like that sort of like monochromatic sort of colourways, all of those different styles of blues. It's just it's magical.
And if you've got your sort of your snowfall or your snowflake background papers and mirror as well.
Perfect with this. Oh, look at the little polar
Look at
bears.
those. That's sort of like a from our house to yours kind of card, isn't it? Oh, look at
The
him.
little penguins.
But you could see how you could fussy cut around these as well. I love the colour of the leaves on these, that one as well.
Really nice, that one. Oh,
You've
look
got
at that
your
one.
unicorn. And as you go through, you'll be able to think of people who you could send these to. It sort of suits everybody, doesn't it? There's an image. It's just going to be perfect, gorgeous owl there. You can see some of them have got the lovely borders on as well. Just gorgeous. So within that one, you are getting 120 pages. There's 20 different designs.
So already with that
within that square
with
little
that
book.
stamp and that little book,
How much
we're
is that?
Lisa, were those stamps £8? So we're about
£9.99.
So we're over £20 with the glue. That
There we
book
go.
and
So
your stamp
already over £20, and we've
We've
only
not even
got
got to the good stuff.
the first 3 items out. Oh, the next one we've got, I love these. The Say It With Style pocket pad. These are ones that you can either leave black and white, or you can get your inks on them, your craft markers, you Jingle Bell Rock, brother. And there will be
good
lots
ones
of
in here.
different...
Again, another thing that's great for like batch making. Or use these as sentiments as well. You don't even need to like colour them in if you don't want to. You could use these on the inside.
yeah,
of your
put them on the
cards.
inside. And you've got a lot. All I want for Christmas is you, husband. There we go. Me and you can send that one, Natalie.
No, you're okay, thank you.
And you can see you've got mum and dad on there, one for sister.
These
So,
are really nice though.
Again, lots of different people that you're going to be able to send these to.
love
You've
that,
always
like, the
been
whole-
cooler than Santa.
I like the whole family's kind of covered with this one
Yeah.
as well.
And just some
Really,
really
really
nice
nice.
sentiments, some fun ones as well. Colour them
Aw.
in, leave them as they are.
So cute, aren't they?
Again, just something.
Really nice
Oh,
size
that's
to
gorgeous
use as
one.
gift tags too. So, you know, you could like colour these in throughout the evenings and then add them onto your presents, because it's on that like Ink Me paperweight. You'll be able to easily write on the back of them.
Oh, that'd be good. And you could use your nesting dies with these, couldn't you? They don't need to stay this shape. I love these as well because I think they're really good. They're not too overwhelming for colouring.
No.
If you want to practice your colouring, these are perfect as well. So that is your Say It With Style pocket pad.
Nice.
Love this.
Is this a die?
Yeah.
Oh, it works with that book as well.
Winter Owl, which is going to work perfectly with your
That's a nice surprise.
enchanted winter there.
This is a really nice die.
And if you can just see the image on there, but then when we turn it round, you will see. Look at the size of it.
Huge. Again, that's a £9.99 die. So now we have reached our £30.
We are well over the
we are
£30
over that
now.
£30.
So with this one, you could die cut it from your mirror card, your black cardstock craft card.
Yeah. Cut it out from lots of different colours and like paper piece it as well, like cut it out, do different layers in different colours.
Yeah, or just your white cardstock and use your inks, your craft markers on it.
It would look quite cute layered up as well, do you know, like with lots of different cardstock and then actually made into like an ornament.
Oh,
because you could like use it on both sides. It's really pretty.
Just gorgeous. So that is your winter owl. It is 7.9 centimetres by 10.3 centimetres. So a large die that's going to look gorgeous on your cards. And I think with that one, because it's a winter owl, it's not just Christmas.
No, absolutely
you could probably
not.
use that for winter birthdays.
And where the snowflakes are, they're really easily snippable. So
Yeah.
actually you could use it any time of the year.
And when you get dies, I always like to die cut them and try that, cut parts
see
away and just see
it
what
looks
you can
like.
do with them. So that is your moonstone die. Next up,
Ooh.
we have an adorable scoreable designer card pack, your iridescent ice.
Nice.
And again, that one's going to go perfectly
I know, I
with
was
that.
just thinking that, with that book, with the
With
die.
that book again, you've got the same sort of colours within there. And you can see you've got 12 sheets in there, just perfect. And if you've got any other collections with your sort of your winter animals,
Yeah.
your penguins, just perfect. And you can see,
There's such a nice colour selection in
so you
there.
get 2 sheets in 6 designs, and you can see on the front there how it's been used with your background. And what GSM is this?
350, because I think it's
Yeah,
adorable squirrel, isn't
350.
it?
So construction weight. So if you want to do boxes with it,
Boxes would look cool with that.
crackers, you can do with that. So that is your adorable scribble designer card pack. I feel like we're going to run out of
I
room.
know.
Next up, we have got your White Christmas, a Winter Wonderland luxury topper set. So this one will make at least 2 cards.
Again, this is another thing that's going to work really nice with that adorable scoreable. It's like a perfect match.
It's almost like it all comes. It's not
It's like
ran-
coordinated.
Yeah. So you can
It's
see you've
very
got those
pretty.
gorgeous colours in again, haven't you? Bringing that the cardstock as well.
Love that.
Look at
This
the
year's
back.
toppers as well.
So you've got 1 topper sheet, 1 foiled cardstock and 1 printed cardstock. I think you could probably get more than 2 cards out there.
Definitely.
Especially if you're bringing in that other cardstock as well.
Yeah.
So that is your luxury topper set. There's still more. We're still going.
There's loads included in this. It's crazy. Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, I love these. I love the colours. Next up, you've got this topper sheet. So you've got those 2 large toppers, but then you've got the tags, the sentiments, the border strips.
You could be making gift bags or gift boxes and then just adding these on.
Oh,
a little extra
gorgeous.
special touch.
And because they've got so many different colours in, you could pick out sort
Yeah.
of the bright pink, the paler pink, couldn't you? Those purples. So you can see, going to work perfectly with so many of your other hunky-dory collections that you've got. So that is your foiled topper sheet. This is going to go well as well with the...
Oh, it will. I love
Look.
this topper.
definitely 3 cards you've got there, isn't it?
100%. And this one's so gorgeous for like first Christmases. If you like make to sell, you've got 3 cards there that you could be selling that are all in under that theme.
Definitely. And again,
suits
it's going to work well with the colours within here, with your designer card pack as well. So that is another gorgeous topper sheet.
Oh, we're still not finished.
We're still going. Look at him or her.
Absolutely adorable.
Another topper sheet here. What's that one say? To a special friend at Christmas. Here comes Santa Paws. So combine this with sort of your other animal topper collections that you've got. If anyone got the Santa Paws one.
you'll be able to use that.
What was the decoupage toppers one?
Oh,
Dog tails. If you've got any of those, this is going to work so well with
that background pad would work really
Yeah.
nicely with this.
And just coordinate it with your adorable scoreable, and the colours are going to just match perfectly. So that is another topper sheet.
one.
Are you thinking about what you're going to be using?
Yeah, I'm trying to think
There's a lot
what we can do here. There's a
What?
Now that might have just changed my mind.
30
30
sheets of Miricard in your snowflake shimmer. Look at this.
So gorgeous.
Just gorgeous. And you will see the different...
Look at the
Look at ombre, isn't it?
There's
But you could
so many different patterns.
use these
in
for
here.
your matte and layering, but also I think you could get sort of your circle dies
Yes.
and cut around them, or you could fussy cut them if you wanted to. But you'll be able to see the 3 different designs there. So you get 10 sheets of each. And you can see, look at it.
It's massive.
30 sheets of your snowflake shimmer Miricard. So this is all still in one box.
Yep.
We haven't opened another box yet. Oh,
It's crazy, isn't it?
this is one of my favourite ever.
Oh,
Look
this
at that.
is good.
I just love the colours. So this is your festive elegance collection. You can make at least 16 cards. So you get 8 topper sheets, 8 foiled cardstock and 8 printed cardstock within this. And just look at the gorgeous colours. I'll show you some of the other cards on the front there. So you're getting 24, you can see again, sheets within that collection as well. So all's going to work perfectly together. How much was that one? Aren't they usually 20?
Yeah, 19.99,
aren't they? So
Yeah.
that is usually £20 just for that. So when you see,
There's a huge amount of products in this kit.
you are getting your topper collection, you are getting your, let's try and do it organised. You are getting your 3 lots of topper sheets. You are getting another topper sheet. You are getting your designer card pack. You are getting your die, your pocket pads, your square little book, your stamp and your glue for £30.
It's crazy.
That is an absolute steal,
a
isn't it?
steal of
And
a-
you will be able to see just within that box how those products can work so well together. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Natalie would like to take from this box.
Do you know what? I'm going to take the stamp.
Oh,
I'm gonna take
nice.
the stamp, because I just love this idea now. I'm going to be a little bit of a pest though. I don't think we've got any inks in here. Do you mind bringing my box in? It's under my desk. It's got all my inks and all my bits and pieces. So I'm actually going to create a gatefold with this one. I was going to do like a trifold card and maybe cut into it. I'm not sure, because that is a really nice way of using these stamps actually, and it is quite easy to do. What do you think, a trifold card or a gatefold card? One that opens out, or a trifold card?
I think a trifold would be nice.
Okay, and I think I have to heat emboss it as well. So we're going to do it craft with white cardstock. So let's just pop this out over here. I'm hoping that we have a stamping press. I'm not sure though. Oh, we do. It's over there though.
Where is it?
Right at the back in the corner. Can you see?
Yeah.
It's hiding.
The one on display?
The one on display. We'll use that one. I'm pretty sure it's the one from here anyway. And then we've got our cardstock. So I'm going to start by scoring this. So this is a piece of just craft card that I've taken from the cupboard here, and I'm going to make sure that this is like on my mat. So if I was going to do a true DL, it would be about 2 notches below the 4, but I think what I'm going to do is just line it up with my design, and I'm going to do it at like 3.5, I think. So I'm going to score it at 3.5, and then I'm going to score it at, is that 6? Is that going to be enough? We'll do it at 7. Thank you, Lisa. Of course, 3.5 is 7. And then I'm going to do it at 3.5 again, so that is going to be 10.5. I'm just going to mark it there so I know where to trim that bit. And then if I pop this on there like so, and then what we can do is we're going to fold this so it sits this way, so it kind of still opens as a traditional card, but then it's got the little bit on the back, and that's really important for when we're doing the next step. So let's get messy with our embossing. So I'm going to just take this out of here, and let's grab our stamping press, and I'm just going to bring this onto here, line it up, make sure that this is fully attached. Now I am going to go in with a little bit of tape as well, but first of all we're going to do the first section, and we're just going to add a bit of tape to the top here as well, just so this doesn't move when we bring it up. So I'm just going to place that on there, and then I'll grab this huge stamp, and it is,
I know, I still cannot believe
absolutely
the
massive.
size of it.
And then let's take it off from here. I'm going to place it on, making sure that it is in line. You can score it exactly where you want it to go if you want to have it like so. It's very, very thin, like your card. But you want to be able to have some type of like weight to it as well. So I'm going to start off by stamping this design on my first panel. So going in, just going to make sure that I've got a lot of bits and pieces on there, and then I'm going to go in with my Versamark. Now for anyone who wants to be able to see where their stamp has gone down, as long as you're using a coloured coloured embossing powder, sorry, that is going to cover the colour of your ink, you could actually do this with your Prism markers. So you could go in with like a brown, or like the greyish colour, so then you can definitely see that this is stamped out, but it's giving you a lot more of a design. Let's just go in one more time.
Oh, this is a perfect thing with the stamping press though, isn't it? That if you do miss a bit or want to go back in again,
you can always do that. And top tip as well, if you've got a large stamp, like your midnight stamps are huge because there's so much detail that actually stamps, and it doesn't leave that much sort of like white space. So you want to make sure you've got full coverage. You can go in with a tool like your brayer and just even that pressure out. So let's go in again. And like I said, this is why your stamping press is great for when you're doing something like this. So I'm going to do it with this powder, and then what I think I'm going to do is also maybe do it with like a coloured ink as well, so you can see the difference, because we are going to need to do it 3 times. So let's just grab my embossing powder. I'm just going to put, oh, do you know what? It's the wrong one. I knew I was going to do that. It's the wrong one.
What do you need?
Let's just see if I can get quite a lot of that off without damaging the ink. I've gone in with gloss. I didn't check it first. I needed the white. So we may have messed up that corner, but it's okay. That's definitely white. Thought it wasn't gloss. The way it went down, it was too light. So I'm just going to grab a piece of card to be able to use just to filter this out. So then we're just going to shimmy it around. I do love this stamp. It is absolutely,
I mean, you could just do that, couldn't you? Just with the white embossing and just leave it like that.
Just leave it like that. So that is stage 1, and let's just heat emboss this really quickly before we do the other side of this. So I'm going to grab my heat tool.
But definitely spoilt for choice, wasn't
I know.
it? In that box,
There were so many good
that
things.
would work
I
well
thought
together.
about maybe using the Adorable Scorable with the little book, and then I thought, well, I could also use the Miri card with that topper sheet that has the designs on it. But as soon as I saw this stamp, I had this card in my head. I'm pretty sure I did this same demo when we launched these stamps, because the effect is just really, really nice. So I would have maybe liked a bit more coverage on this top bit here, but I'm not. I'll show you a tip for how you can sort of fix that. Let's go back down onto these houses.
I think these goodie boxes as well would be perfect for presents for people as well, wouldn't they?
Yes. If you've got crafty friends out there, or people that you meet like on the daily, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? So that is number 1. I'm then going to do my second one. So what we're going to do for this is, you want to be able to sort of line it up in the same place. So I'm just going to mark this on here, and then I'm going to stick this down. Now, because our top layer goes down on magnets, this will be fine for you to do this with. So as long as you make sure that that lines up to the very edge of there, you'll be absolutely fine. And then let's show you another way of being able to create this. So if you are someone that's new to stamping and you've just got this set and you're thinking, well, how can I use this with maybe inks I already have? Or let me just move this down. It wasn't on that line. Oh, making sure that needs to just move up ever so slightly. So let me grab these bits, make sure that those corners don't move, and then I'm just going to move it off and place it on the back here. Just making sure that sits where we want it to sit. Just move this tape down a little bit, and then we'll grab our press. You could also turn it round as well if you didn't want this sort of hanging off the edge there too. But let's go in with this, and this time I'm going to use Toasted Oat. So this is our Prism ink pad, and it's a water-based ink pad, and it doesn't dry super quick, which means you can emboss with our ink. So if you're wanting to make sure you've got full coverage before you add your powder on, using a colour is a really good way to be able to do that. So let's just go in and make sure we've got that, and then I'm going to go in again. The more you go in, the safer you know you're going to be on these edges. Let's just pop that on there. I can go in with my...
That's a good tip, isn't it, to make sure you've got sort of even pressure all over the stamp.
It's going to just make sure that you've got all of those edges sort of covered as well, and you can start to see it building up now. You can see those images coming out, but I would always use, with a midnight stamp like this where you've got a lot of detail, always use loads of ink, and you stamp and press, because then you can go in loads to make sure that you've got all of those areas covered. And the more ink you've got down, the more embossing your embossing powder is going to work as well. Just want to do that top bit a little bit more, I think. But I am going to show you a really cool trick for covering that top up as well, because we've got the same on this side with like those little bits sort of missing off the top. So let's grab our powder again. Hopefully that hasn't moved that much. Oh, it looks so good in the craft card.
I think it white on craft card, isn't it? It's so Christmassy as well.
It gives you the best sort of like little village scene. Let's just go down. It hasn't missed as much as I thought off that top actually. Just cover that a little bit of the house up. And then we'll go in one more time with this one. So you can use your Versamark if you have it. You can use your Prism ink pad if you've got that as well. And this works great. So we've got those 2 designs now which are the right way.
And if you look after your stamps, they will last forever.
Oh, these will last forever, yeah. And like you said, just doing it with black and white, doing it the way we've done it with our craft card is great. Doing it and colouring all of these little houses in is a great way of using this stamp. Now, we've got one more side to do.
I think it worked perfectly with the snowfall acetate as well, wouldn't it, to wrap around it.
Let's grab this. Now if you use your Versamark quite a bit, you might know about Versamark pens, and these are great because you've got sort of 2 nibs on them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go over this white area where I've got any sort of gap in that design and just go over the top, because that is going to get into all of those little grooves, and then it's going to give me a nice sort of crisper finish to the tops here. So let's just do that before we switch it over, and then it's going to be super easy to cut out the layers on here. So what?
The iPad isn't working. The comments aren't working, but somebody on YouTube thought you said a trifle card.
A trifle card?
I mean, we've built for that as well.
I mean,
I do quite like a trifle at Christmas.
It does sound very good, doesn't it? But no, I meant trifold, not trifle. However, if anyone can point us in the direction of a trifle card, imagine that. I've heard of like biscuits through your door, but I've never heard of trifle through your door.
Might be a bit messy.
Might be just a little bit messy, but that would be quite cool, wouldn't it? So let's just go over here again. You've already heat embossed this once, so you want to be really careful when you like double heat embossing it, because you don't want to ruin the powder that's underneath. So just go really lightly and sort of like over the top, but you'll see that that sort of gives you a greater coverage on those areas. So it's really good if you've just got those little bits of space on your designs, especially with this where it's like more like full coverage. You see, it looks a lot sort of more vibrant now. So one more design to go, and then we can start cutting into this. So we're going to do it on the middle side now. So I can pop this on here. I'm going to do it the same way I did it before. So line this piece up, and it just shows that your cardstock doesn't have to be like a set size to use with this stamping press. You can do like larger cards, and it's going to work great as well. Now another ink you can use is, and not a lot of people know about using these inks, is your VersaFine actually. Now this is going to look a little bit different, but you'll be able to see the 3 different ways we've done it now. So you'll be able to use it however which way you want to yourself. But you can go in with your black VersaFine. Now, I would never normally do this when I am using a white powder over the top, because you can sometimes get like a grey look, or it can look a bit like greyish underneath.
I think it's not wrong, is it? It
No.
will just add a different.
It just looks a little bit different,
yeah.
but I thought...
Is that the Versamark pens on the website?
It is, yeah. I've put the link, but the product code is VN0.
So the Versamark pen that Natalie just used, they are on the website. Only £2.70.
Yep.
They're so good to have.
£2.70, and you think about how you can sort of use it just to.
So many things. You
Yeah.
can like write a name, like do like a really cool like script font with a name, and then
Yes, do some nice sort of calligraphy, isn't it? And then
heat
yeah.
emboss that. Oh, just pop this back in. If it comes out, it clicks in. Have I got it in the right way? Clicks into that space.
I think it's one of those things that you won't know what you did without it once you've got it, isn't it?
So good.
Yeah.
So then you'll see you get a greater image, a clearer sort of picture of where that ink has hit and where it hasn't hit. So then you can just go in on those areas and pop it down, and then you can add pressure to those same areas as well again. So there's 3 different ways you can use your heat embossing. Let's just go in.
So I think
one
that
more time at
the
top
the
there.
black ink on the craft card looks really good as well, doesn't
It's
it?
so nice. You could do each panel like different if you wanted to. But yeah, let's pop this on there. Again, we'll go in with our white powder. So we can go across the top here. And then we can just shimmy that down. And you will see it looks really, really good as well. So 3 completely different ways of heat embossing with that. But then the fun is when we're going to cut into this. So
It shows how many different inks you can use, isn't it?
yeah, I
do
just
it
wanted
as
to
well.
show you that
Yeah.
because with stamps like this you can get quite intimidated when you can't see what it looks like before you put your embossing powder on, and you worry that you're going to like waste time with like stamping it a number of times and then waste your embossing powder because it hasn't hit. So don't be scared to try embossing powders and stamps like this, because there's lots of different ways and techniques and inks you can use. And I bet a lot of people thought like I would never use like a black ink pad for your inks, but if you're using a gold, silver, a white like I've done, the pigment of the embossing powder actually gives you sort of like a greater sort of look, so it's not something you need to worry about. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this over. I'm going to grab my scissors. These can be any sort of scissors that you have, and then we are going to trim this out. And the hardest part here is seeing whereabouts I want to trim it. So I'm going to go down these houses here, up across this house. This house has got a little chimney on it, so I've got to watch out that I don't trim that chimney away. But this is my type of Christmas card that I would love to send. So I'm going to stop there, and then I'm going to turn this bit over, and then I'm going to come up here. We can just sort of cut this away off our design. Use your trimmer if you want it to be super tidy. And then the next one I think I'm going to do down this. Let's go around the trees because that's going to be easier to sort of see. So go around this detail here. I'm doing this the wrong way as well. I should really be cutting into it the other side. Just for, I find it easier to cut. I'm kind of doing opposite to how I would normally do it. My hands feeling a bit strange. So that is the next one. And it does take a bit of time to sort of do all of the heat embossing that we need to do, but the end result is definitely worth it. So then I'm going to trim this bit down here. Like so, and then that bit will just meet up, and then you can grab your tool and just score along those areas, and now you have got yourself a little trifold card. Oh, the colour on that is so weird. Shall I give it to Amy to show? The colour is very strange on there. How peculiar is that?
That's better. So you can look at that and you can see how it all just lines up perfectly, doesn't it? And
it just gives the stamp more dimension, having like the 3 different layers. But it looks so nice on craft card. Obviously, I've made my side panels quite thick there, but you don't have to do that. You could cut it. You could cut your panels to the actual size of the stamp so that it's quite a really thin, slimline card, but really, really nice design. And
but because it's a stamp that you're always going to have, you can try lots of different ideas. A little bit of ink and a bit of cardstock,
you might
and
be
you're
able
going
to
come up with
stamp it next to each other as well and make like the scene bigger. Because if you've got your Versamart pen, you could go over the moon, so you've only got like one moon in the design. So
Definitely.
you can make it like a village scene.
Yeah, so definitely Goody Box and that pen, isn't it? And then you've got 2 bargains for today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just giving people lots of inspiration. Well, with stamps generally, isn't it? Think of other stamps that you've got in your collection that you could do that with. Quick Win It Weekly reminder, Anne-Marie has chosen over £200 worth of gorgeous hunky-dory goodies for you. One lucky winner will win all of this on Friday's show. All you need to do is like, share and comment with the answer to the following question. What ruined Anne-Marie's Christmas in 1993? Was it A, Sprouts, B, Tamagotchi, or was it C, Mr. Blobby? So you enter now to be in with your chance to win those gorgeous crafting goodies. Should we do box 2?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm excited to see what's in this one.
Me too. So I've already opened it while you were doing that, so we're ready to go. So first up, an essential that I use all day, every day. You have got...
I don't know about you, but I get more excited about the essentials that I've got in there than the other good stuff.
Because I know, you just know you're going to be using it. Your low-tack tape, an essential with your die cutting.
Yes.
You saw Natalie use it there to put it on
putting your
stamping
layers
press
down. It's perfect for that.
So that is your low-tack tape. Oh, wow, look. You have got your festive...
I love these.
I'm wondering whether Natalie's going to be using these. Your festive shaped card blanks, 5 in the pack, and this is the angel. And you can see how gorgeous that's been done on the packaging there. I love shaped card blanks. They're just different, aren't they?
Yeah.
You just have lots of fun with those. So that is your shaped card blanks. Oh, wow. Your laser cut wooden shapes. These would look good on the,
I was just thinking
onto
that.
there, wouldn't they?
Little embellishments.
So you can ink these. You can use your alcohol markers on them, or just use them like that, because they would look perfect sort of using on your craft card as well. So that is your you've got 45 Christmas tree shapes within there. Your laser cut wooden shapes, just gorgeous.
This is a good bag.
This is, oh wow. Your delightful die cuts, one of my favourite products.
I like this one.
Your vintage Christmas tags. So if you're just starting your wrapping, you could use these on your cards as well, but on your presents. So 180 individual foiled and die cut elements within there. You can make backgrounds with them. Just perfect. And they've already got the hole in the top, so you get your ribbons, you twine out, and they are ready to go. So 180 of your vintage Christmas tags within that delightful die cuts. Coming next is your luxury topper set,
Nice.
Winter Robins. So again, we say at least 2 cards. I think maybe you could get at least 3 from
maybe
that one,
4 with that
because
one.
you get the a sheet of the foiled cardstock and a sheet of your printed cardstock. So that is your Winter Robins toppers. You then get a Very Merry Christmas, your Deco Large set.
Love this one.
It's just
The selfie one.
gorgeous, isn't it?
So
And you can
cute.
see you get the frame there to build it all up. You get the cardstock as well. So that is your I can't believe we've got Deco Large in
know.
these as well. So that is your A Very Merry Christmas Deco Large set.
Oh, I like
Your
this
cute
one.
Christmas, a Pawsome Christmas luxury topper
This
set.
one's so cute.
They're just so
I love
they're
them.
gorgeous, aren't they?
A little
So
red
again, with that
noses.
one, you get your topper sheet, a sheet of your foil cardstock, and a sheet of your printed cardstock. Look at those. I mean, there's no way we could work out how many cards you could make
Absolutely
from these
not.
boxes. That
image
you will have
is
so much fun with
cute.
those. Next up, you have got your stained glass luxury topper sets. That's one of my favourite images, that Father Christmas. Santa, yeah. Again, with the cardstock as well.
You did that epic demo last week showing you how to make that gift card. That would look cool.
Oh, yeah, with the,
I have
yeah.
to watch that back with this.
So that is your stained glass. So again, these boxes give you lots of options
so
and lots
much
of different
choice.
collections.
Different styles as well.
Another cute Christmas this time with the gorgeous snow body like you.
Cute.
So if you send
Absolutely
it to
adorable.
couples again, and look at the foiled cardstock within them. Definitely cards for everyone within this box. Another one is your Christmas kisses. Love the colours in this, those sort of purples and pinks.
So cute.
Again, you know, you get the topper sheet, a sheet of your foiled cardstock and a sheet of your printed cardstock. So you are going to be able to make so many cards out of this. Next up, you've got your adorable scoreable, your designer card pack, your vintage poinsettia. This would be gorgeous for your box making, wouldn't it? Your gift bags as well. You can fussy cut around some of these images as well.
You make like a whole topper out of that one.
But 350 GSM, so you know, if you do make your gift boxes, they're going to be just perfect made out of that. Love that. So again, your designer card pack in here. Next up, oh my gosh,
So much in it.
you have got a deluxe craft pad.
Oh, your Frosty and Friends. Nice.
So popular. So 73 individual elements within here. So you get your 4 topper sheets, your 4 foiled cardstock and your 4 printed cardstock, and then your 8 luxury card inserts. And we'll just show you just a few of those images on the front. You can see that gorgeous holographic foiling on there. Again, just cards that are going to be just suitable for everyone, and just really traditional topper collection, isn't it, as well? And you can see it on the back there. And I love this because, you know, whatever you use within this pad, it's all going to work perfectly together.
Yeah.
And you can see how well you're going to be able to store those as well. So that is your Frosty and Friends Deluxe Craft Pad.
What a good box you've got here. Oh, you've got concept cards.
And then lastly,
No way.
you have got your Christmas diorama concept card kit.
way.
So this will make 16 cards. You even get the acetate with it, and you can see on the front there
That is incredible.
just how gorgeous those cards are.
That is such
All
a
of
good
those elements
deal.
there are already die cut. You just need to pop them out. You can see the letters and numbers on there, and you'll have clear instructions within the pack. And you can see there you've got the images and the writing to show you how you can put those together. But you will be able to make 16 special cards just from that set there.
That is.
So I think those, the
huge-
16 cards, I think you could sell those for at least £2 each.
Yeah.
So that's £32.
Yeah.
So you're already in profit by £2
Absolutely.
without
and then all of the
your
rest of
deluxe
the
craft
stuff.
pad and all those topper sheets you get. So another gorgeous fit. I can't believe how.
That's a really good
Yeah,
one. I think
how
the
much you get
variety
in
of
there.
different things you've got in that box is really, really cool.
just £30 for that one. And again,
Crazy.
what?
Could you just mention that US customers can go to Hollymaker this afternoon to get them?
Yes. Oh, okay. We said earlier these are only for UK mainland purchasers. If anyone in America wants them, Anne-Marie's on Hobbymaker this afternoon,
Yeah.
and you will be able to purchase them
You
from
will.
Hobbymaker and get them shipped to America. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
They are
but
crazy.
I will give you the times.
They are crazy enough to deal with
Yeah.
the postage side of
There we
that,
go.
'cause they are
So
hefty
anybody in
things to
America that
post.
has seen this and thinks, I need
want one of those.
Tune into Hobby Maker this afternoon, and you will be able to see Anne-Marie with them and get them from Hobby Maker.
Yeah.
Demo time. What would you like?
I need the dogs.
The dogs.
I need the dogs. I love that. I love that topper, especially that cardstock that's on there with them all just like.
I can't
sat
believe
around.
there's sort of like the 5
There's so many options, isn't there? It's crazy.
topper sets, the deluxe craft pad, the concept card kit, all those angel card blanks as well.
Yes, I love those card blanks. So I'm going to go with this design here, I think. Yeah, we are. I might bring in another one of the images as well. Basically, we're going all out with this card.
But you can, can't you? Because
you have to.
The price is so good.
It's so incredible. So what we're going to do is, I don't know because it's going to take forever to do that. Right. Let's see where this little pooch takes us up to. That is going to give me I don't know which way to go. Let's see about this way. I don't want to cut off that dog there. I want to get it to about 8. So if I trim off to about here, I'm going to be really careful with trying to cut around this little pooch here. So I'm going to cut that. That is about 8 there where we are. And then, I don't want to cut any of this off. I'm going to trim this to 8 this way. And then we are going to do an 8 by 8, but it's going to have like a stepper on it as well, I think. So I'm going to take my craft knife now and we're going to fussy cut around these pooches that are on here. So you want to make sure that your craft knife is super sharp for this one. And what I want to do is just cut around them, but I want to leave them like in the snow. So I'm just cutting first of all around this little guy here, and then I'm going to join up that line. We're actually going to cut. I just want to make sure I can get this dog out from the sheet first with all of its sort of costume on. So that is going to be an 8 by 8. We might do a little bit of trimming on that to get it a little bit shorter. But then I want to have these dogs on like a little sort of step so they sit further out. So let's trim this little guy out from here. And then I think if I just take this whole bit off, because we're not going to work with this. We can bring that in for something else. And then I'm just going to go around the snow and bring these characters out. Now you can be as detailed as you want with your fussy cutting. It's down to your sort of, I would say, what you're comfortable with. You can obviously cut around all of the little baubles, or you can trim them off from there.
I was thinking even if you trim a few off, no one's going to know.
No one's going to know.
Yeah.
There's so much on there, and they're kind of like wrapped around the dog as well, so it's not going to look like there's anything missing. And then when it comes to like fussy cutting around parts like this, I like to do them in like sections. So instead of going like around, I'll go like up and across with my cutting, and then you can kind of like knock them all out or away like so. I'm going to pop this across here. I mean, if I had the whole sort of time of this show, I mean, this is going to take a while, but if we had even more time to be able to show you the fun stuff you could do with this, I think I'd have to fussy cut the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Or if I was at home as well, I'd probably fussy cut
Sit and do that, yeah.
the whole thing out. But let's just go around here. I feel like I've just changed the blade in this knife, but it's not, it's blunt already. I'm going to go up.
Just going back through the comments, there's lots of different answers for the Win It Weekly this week, isn't there?
I know, it's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone's got the answer right yet. Because there wasn't that many people that got the answer right last week, was it? It was kind of like a... We like to trick you with these questions.
We like you not to be able to Google it, don't we?
It is good that,
Yeah.
you know, when it's a question that you really have to think about, like that you're not really going to know the answer to, it is quite fun. So I'm going to go around and go across here as well. And I'm kind of at the moment just going around the dogs and then going around the bits that it is super like easy to fussy cut. So let's go across the snow now, back up to our little Scotty Terrier, and then I'm going to go up and around here. So you can just then pop these bits away, and then we can get these little antlers out now. So I don't know where it is, but there was, because I used it the other day. There it is.
Got it.
Here we go. I find when I'm doing really intricate fussy cutting, your self-healing mat just glides a lot easier, especially when it's this detailed. So I'm just going to use that on here. Again, I'm just going up and across all of those little points on the reindeer antlers, and then you can just trim them away, join up those edges as well to make them nice and neat. See, this is the problem with not knowing what's in the boxes. We can't decide what to do before we see it. And then when you think of a crazy idea, you just can't get it out of your head.
Yeah.
You're like, I know it's crazy, I know it's going to take forever, but I need to do it. Oh no, I think I've chopped off that little guy's antler. Let's just take that away. We'll have to stick that back together because that is too cute. So we'll try to keep these ones together now because I don't want to be ruining any more of this. Let me just pop that out, and then you will find that these little bits here will release themselves.
They just make you smile though, don't they, these, when you look at them?
So cute. They're so cute. I love this guy. And even if you didn't want to keep the like antlers on them either, it wouldn't necessarily, like you wouldn't be able to tell that much that you'd sort of taken those bits and pieces away. So I don't know what to do with, because I wanted to have like a little bit of a step, but I'm not sure. Right, I'm definitely going to use it because we fussy cutted it out. There's no way we're not going to use that. So I'm going to bring this in a little bit more. I'm going to go to like 2 notches because that is going to help sort of tidy up some of these little bits on this side. And then I'm going to take 2 notches from the top. I want some red mirri if we've got some. So let's try and find
Just some there. Let's have a look.
some coloured mirri. Let's see what I've got here. Yeah, we've
Just
got
taking
red
it all
there.
out, Lisa.
Just take it all out. You can find it. And then I'm going to trim this to 8. Actually, let's do, if I trim it to 8 this way, this is a really good way of like doing your cards. So if we do it to 8, and then how big is this little panel? This is 1 1/4. So 1 1/4, and then another 1 1/4 is going to be
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
So 8. So if I do it at 10.5, and then I can grab my scoreboard and I can trim this. So let's do it at 8, and then I'm going to do it at 9 1/4, and that will give me my steps. Now this is the tiniest little pooch step here, so what I now need to do is decide where I want these like leaders of the pack to be. So this is going to sit here, and then maybe here, because then you're not blocking as many dogs out. So what I'm going to do is just mark with my pencil this piece of card, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of a border as well, and then I'll bring it back onto my trimmer. This is like real time watching people's heads work as well, which is quite scary actually.
But most of the time, isn't it? I don't know about you, my card doesn't finish how it...
No, this is definitely not how I envisioned it. I mean, like I said earlier, if I had all the time in the world, I would have fussy cut that whole section of dogs out, and we would have had like a double stepper of like loads of dogs. But we don't have the whole day to be doing this with you, unfortunately. We would love to be sat here all day, if I'm honest. But let's go in with this now, and because we've done our Miri this way, it's going to mean that we don't have to cut the same design from our cardstock. So I can then grab a 8x8 card blank, and I can stick this straight onto here. So let's go in and stick this down. I've never done a stepper like this before actually. This is the first time I've ever done like a stepper and made it shorter on the front.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have either.
Never done it, but I'm thinking it'll work in my head.
I think it will work, yeah.
So let's just trim this down. Oh.
And it's good, isn't it? So you take like a normal card blank and then just
just make the stepper with your mirror.
Yeah.
Pop this on. Now I'm thinking, do I want a bit more red? Because this is my time before we stick it down, and still got a tiny little bit on there. So let's just take that up to those sort of points being removed. I am going to sort of cut into my little, I think it's supposed to be, I can't think of the name now. I think it begins with a V. Is it a Viorama?
I don't know.
I feel like that's not the actual name of it. So I'm going to pop this on the front. It's going to sit like this. So I've given myself a bit more red mirror, which I definitely think it works really nicely on that. And then this is going to sit on here. So again, I'm just going to trim off a little bit of the snow, just because I'm going to bring that down a little bit more, and it's going to help. I've still got a little bit of fussy cutting to do on that dog there. So now you've got that red on that panel as well. So I'll just bring in my craft knife, and this one's quite a big detailed area, so I should be able to get that out of here. Fussy cutting is not on my side today.
It is. People on the chat were saying how much they enjoy watching you do the fussy cutting.
I think everyone has different styles of fussy cutting as well. Like everyone does their fussy cutting differently. Like some people will probably go and do all of the ins and outs of the antlers differently, whereas I like to kind of like chop into them just to make it easier, and then like remove the excess. So let's go up.
It's just what works best for you, isn't it? Like some people use scissors.
Yeah. Tiny little scissors would get in here really well. Let's go back to this bit. This should take these bits off. I don't know whether I'm going to leave that guy, the little dachshund here, with one horn, because it actually reminds me of the dog from the Grinch.
Oh.
He's only got one, hasn't he? The dog from the Grinch. So let's stick this
Yeah, I'm not sure in real life that you'd get
Down
that
onto
photograph, would you? Them all
No.
just sat there wearing
No.
the antlers, all looking at the camera.
I mean, I can challenge the Caitlin who looks after Oski if she can get all of the dogs to sit like this. And then you've got, oh, it's gone a bit stodgy on the, not as straight as I would like. Let's see if we can just straighten that out before it's super stuck. That's better. So then you've got that really nice design with even more dogs like on the front, which I think is super cute, having those extras in on there. So let's go in with our sentiment. Now this is where I don't want to go too crazy because I've literally like jam-packed this up. So I'm going to go with this little guy here, and then I'm going to put Merry Christmas to the dog. We've got Have a Pawsome Christmas. So I could have a Pawsome Christmas on there. And then let's go in with this little paw print up there. I think I'm going to leave the to the dog off there like that and keep it as in like the cardstock is the main focus. I've still got a full sheet of cardstock and 3 toppers as well that we could go with. And then let's mix and match these designs. So sometimes when you do make cards with collections like this, you just want to make the whole image like all be the main focus
from the cardstock. Yeah.
And I love this design as well. This is definitely a card that Caitlin, who looks after Oscar, would absolutely love. And her dog Otis as well is a little dash hound that rules the roost at daycare. You hear him barking every time you go in. So I'm going to stick that on. Doubled up my foam pads for that. So we've got that Have a Pawsome Christmas. And then let's go in again with a little bit up here. It's a crazy make, but you've got that really cool design.
I've never done that.
All the
partial
dogs
stepper
on there. You just had to keep them all in. I couldn't trim any of them off. They were so cute. There you go, like a little.
Just gorgeous. And again, not using any of the main toppers, so you've still got
3 cards I can make with that there.
Yeah, 3 of the toppers that you can use. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love that. So again, more inspiration of what you can make with some of these goodies from the boxes. Next up, you are in with a chance to win £1,000. So 4 of you are each going to win a share. So you get £250 credit for the Hunky Dory website as part of our Black Friday giveaway. So all you need to do to be in with a chance of winning, just place an order.
Just place an order.
So just think, you might get the bargain goodie box for £30. Place your order and then you win a share of this amount as well. So all of the people that purchase during our Black Friday event will be entered into the prize draw, and winners will be chosen on Monday the 2nd of December. So that's this Monday, isn't it?
This Monday.
I can't believe it's December almost.
How exciting.
So make sure you tune in for Monday's show to see if you are one of those winners. That is £250.
What would you do with that? What would you spend it all on?
I think I'd essentials to start with, and then a couple of new collections. I think definitely. What about you?
I don't know. Tools, I think, and storage.
Yeah, maybe new ink pads, and storage, and really, yeah. So make sure if you place an order, make sure you tune in on Monday to see the winners of that competition. Next up, another goodie box.
Another one?
Yep, this is our next goodie box, the last one for this show. Let's take out that code. You'll see that you'll get that code for 10% off in each of the goodie boxes. Oh, Natalie's going to like this one.
Wow, what's in there? Oh.
First up, how gorgeous is this for the love of masks? It is your layering poinsettia, and you can see.
This is one of my favourite ones.
I know, I knew you'd like this one. You can see you get 4 masks within here. Each of them are lettered so you know exactly the order in which to use them to create these gorgeous sort of focal points. You can see how it's been used on that card there. So that is your mask set. So like I say, you get 4 within there. Essentials, your strip foam pads.
Nice.
You'll definitely use those in one of the things in this
100%.
box that's coming up. Next up, your Just My Type, your Christmas sentiment strip pad. So over 2,560 sentiment strips.
I love this one.
Definitely something for every Christmas card in there. They would look good on that craft card as well, some of those as well, wouldn't they? So that is your Just My Type. Enough sentiments in there. Then you've got your Moonstone Minis, your Peace and Love. You can see you've got the letters and the background, so you've got the 2 dies in there to cut them. Again, just something that you're going to be able to use year after year. Next up, for the love of stamps, you've got your gorgeous rosy foliage borders. And you can see, if I show you on the back, you can see all of the different stamps that you get within there.
Oh, that is a
so they would look
gorgeous
nice
stamp.
done on the craft card as well with your white embossing, or using your craft markers, your inks, or just and you can use the sentiments on their own as well. Create a scene with those baubles. So that is your stamp set, and you can see what a good size that is as well. I've put my hand there, you can see how large those stamps are. So then we've got some of our gorgeous topper sets. So this is your Deco Large. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. That's sort of the classic Santa there. Comes with the foiled and printed cardstock as well.
There's some good stuff in this
box.
box.
So you could use those 3D strip foam pads to put that together.
I thought the second box was going to be my favourite, but this one...
I know. Next up, you've got your luxury topper set Home for Christmas. Look at the foiling on there. Just
that is a
gorgeous, isn't it? And you can see
set.
you've got the gorgeous snowflake cardstock to go with that. Again, so you've got 3 sheets within there. Oh, it's my absolute favourite. I say that about everything, but it is.
Oh, the teddies. This one scares me.
This is how I wanted my tree this year.
To look like this?
Yeah. Look at that. Again, layering it up. Just gorgeous. Oh, Natalie will like this one.
More doggies.
Your cute doggies. So you could use that with all of your animal collections as well. So you get your 4 toppers there, and your border strips and your sentiments. Next up, you've got your adorable scoreable pattern pack, your Christmas cookies.
Oh, I love this adorable scoreable.
So 24
It's so
sheets
good.
you are getting within this, and it is 350 GSM. So perfect if you're making sort of baked goods to give us presents. These would make absolutely gorgeous gift boxes for those. So 24 sheets are in there, or you could fussy cut some of those elements from that cardstock as well, like you can see that they've done on that card on the front there. So lots of different options within that pattern pack there. Next up, we've got Deck the Halls, Forever Florals, Deluxe Craft Pad. Really traditional colours within this and themes. You can see if I show you on the back. So you're getting your 4 topper sheets, your 4 foiled cardstock, 4 printed cardstock, and then your 8 luxury card inserts. So that is your Deck the Halls. And then lastly in this one, you have got your Christmas Crafty Crates. So another concept card here. You can make 12 cards with this one. You can see all of those different elements. And if you have a look on the back, you've got really clear pictures and writing to explain how those cards go together. and I'm sure if you look back on Hunky Dory TV,
Yes.
you will see shows where we
just put
have
in
used these.
Hunky Dory Christmas crafty crates on YouTube, and it will bring up the video, because I'm sure we did a video with this on.
But makes 12 cards. If you're making to sell, you could probably cover the cost of this goodie box just by making those cards up there. So that is your Christmas crafty crate. So that is your next goodie box. Another
great goodie box.
Gorgeous
I genuinely don't know what
supply.
to use with that one.
So you've got your Christmas crafty crates.
Yeah.
You've got your deluxe craft pads. You've got your
cardstock.
You've got your 1, 2, 3.
Oh, should we go with the house one?
4 topper sheets.
Oh no, do you know what? We'll do decollage.
Stamps.
Let's do decollage.
Masks. Which one do you want?
Is there 2 in there? Oh no, we'll go with the Santa. I love the Santa. The
Santa?
Twas one. Santa is very, very good in this one. So, with this, what are we going to do? I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to do a 5x7, but we're going to do it on like a twisted easel. So,
Oh, nice.
if I get a 5x7 tent fold is the best way to start this card. I don't know if I've got one. So I might have to be a little bit sneaky and trim down a 5x5, but that's okay. A 7x7, sorry. So I'm going to trim that to make my 5x7 tent fold. If you've already got this in your stash, then go straight into creating that. And then get my scoreboard, and I'm going to score this at, let's do it, what do I want to take off? I want it to be 5, so I need to remove, do it this way around so my head can work it out. I'm going to score it at 5, so then you'll have a 2-inch panel here, and then I am going to do my score. I'm going to take it from the very back corner to this front corner here, so line that up to your middle point and create a diagonal score on there. So that will now create your card blank to look like this. So it's like a nice twisted easel, but on that sort of nice sized shape. So if I bring in my cardstock now, I'm going to want to have, let's do, I'll trim this bit out so this is just 5x7, so I can layer this piece to be, I'm going to go to here, so 2 notches under the 2 by 2 notches under the 5, and then with this piece I'm going to make it, let's go a quarter shorter, so I'm going to go 5 1/4, 5 1/4, and then I'm going to just bring this diagonally and I'm going to trim that, so that will be for my 2 panels on the top. And then this piece, I want to have Santa, but I want him to be over this side of my card. So I'm going to have to sort of like fussy cut into him, I think. So if I make this panel, it needs to be 5x5 is what I need on here. But we are going to cover up the space. So let's just cut into that section there. And then I'm going to go 2 notches below, which is going to be here. So this is the space that I'm going to use, but we're going to fussy cut out Santa and move him so he sits in a better space. And where did that mat go? How was fussy cutting on? Do I have my knife around? Where did I put it? How have I lost it? I don't know.
I've got the one here I was using.
I lose most of, oh, it's there.
You got it.
I lose most things, Lisa. And this one's really easy to fussy cut because he's quite large, so we can get around him really, really easily. And I am going to just trim around this one present here as well, but we're not going to use the other one. So get him out from there, and then around this section here. And remember, we're going to use this piece, so you want to be really careful with how you cut in that bit out. And then we can cut away the presents. Again, super easy to do because it's quite a lot of squares and sort of like spaces. So we can just take that bit out now and remove Santa from here. Oh, take that bit off. I've not gone underneath that very well. Just go back over. Remove that from there. Take this bit out from here. And then Santa is going to fit on here. So I'm actually going to stick him over and then cut him out a little bit. We're going to raise him up on foam pads as well so that he acts as our stopper on our easel. So just trimming any little bits off that I've got. That's probably going to be cut away from there, so that's not a problem. We can line him up on there now. You can see where we can go to.
It is lovely to do it like this, I think, sometimes, to see the whole process and how you can sort of...
How you can make it all work.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm just going to line up that very first line there.
Because there is sometimes the image is on the left and you want it
on the right, or you want to move it around. Yeah. So he's going to just pop out from there now. So gold mirror is going to be my next step. And I need 2 panels that are 5x5 and 5x5. So I can cut one from 5x5 there. The other one is going to be 2x5, so that's for the top of my card. And then the bottom bit of my card where my easel is going to sit, I need another panel which is 5x5 by 5x5. And then one of these we're going to cut in a diagonal because that is obviously going to sit on the top of my card. So now I bring all my panels in. I've made such a mess today as well. It's crazy over here. So that is going to be for my base. That is going to go on there, and this is going to go on here. So now we can just stick all of these pieces together, making sure our lines are all nice. Now with this one, I did it a quarter shorter, and that was so that when we cut it in half, we could then move it this way and we'd still have that nice thin edge, but we'd have it on all 3 sides as well. So remember Kat's rule, if you're cutting into something, add an extra 2 notches and then you are going to get that nice sort of thin layer. And it seems crazy at first, but it does work.
Yeah, it's a really useful tip, isn't it, that one?
So we'll stick that on here as well, and then these are all going to go straight onto our card blank. So next is our sort of base part of our easel. I'm going to stick this on our 5x5. Again, I've gone for 2 notches on all the other bits. Oh, I've gone slightly over on that bit. See if we can quickly trim that with our trimmer. Use the technique of going into your card blanks when you're doing a cat flap, and just lightly score through the top of your cardstock, and most of the time it will then just remove itself, and then you've got that extra edge there. Another top tip, and then I'm going to go in with 4mm foam pads for this guy, because obviously he's going to be our stopper, so we want him to stand really proud and tall off the rest of our card. Let me see if we've got any more 4mm. I can use this one. So let's just pop that on there.
Still can't believe you get things like foam pads in the goodie boxes.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? They're jam-packed full of stuff. So I'm going to take this and put this on here, like so. And then let's stick these onto our cards. So to start off, I'm going to take my tape runner, and I'm actually going to stick this 2-inch panel down onto my card so that I've got, that doesn't sort of open out. And then we're going to go around here, and this is going to sit on our card, and we've got that Santa sat nice and across here, so that this is going to stop our image and our topper. And then we can go in with the rest of our images. So just going on and adding our tape onto here. Make sure you add the tape onto this triangular section separately, because you want to be able to move it, get as much movement as possible. So that is going to fit on there. Again, just make sure each time that everything sort of moves the way you want it to. This is going to sit on here.
Julie says you always make everything look so easy.
And this is going to sit on here. So then you've got the shape of your card ready to go.
That is gorgeous.
Looks like this. And then let's go in with our decollage. And this is a huge decollage set. We are going to use the base layer. We're definitely using the base layer. And I'll probably use the sentiments from that layer as well. Let's just get out these pieces. There's so much on this sheet. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe the value for money of these boxes as well. Like when you think about how much stuff you're getting in this box.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any way we could work out how many cards you could make from the box,
Oh,
because there's things
no.
like masks in there.
The masks and the stamps make them
It makes it endless, doesn't it?
endless, the amount of cards you can make. It's crazy. So I'm just going to go down, and I always like to just layer all of my bits and pieces out from like largest to smallest to make sure that when I'm sticking them down, I'm not missing any bits out. I'm going to leave those little present
But
tops.
those first three images there at the top, they could all look like they could be used standalone.
All these three?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
If
we
you
don't
wanted
need
to
to be
miss
using
out
these
some
together.
layers, you could do as well, couldn't you, and use them on other
Oh,
cards.
I think that I've just stuck over his head there. I don't think that one was supposed to be on there, so let's just take that bit off, because I hadn't popped out his that little piece there. So we can just start that one. That means that that is my second layer. So let's just grab that and get all of our large foam pads. And when you're at home as well, make sure all of the elements, you know, you've got enough foam pads so that the pieces really stand up off each other. And then it's just a case of layering all these guys onto here. This is quite a nice one as well, because you've got quite big, thick, like chunky
Areas that you can,
for your foam pads, so you can use your larger strips on here. I'm just going to stick that down there.
Yeah, people have different ways of doing this, don't they? Some people put the foam pads on before they
Get
pop
them
it out of the
yeah.
card. Yeah.
Some people use 3D glue gel, so they do it like afterwards. You know, there's no right or wrong way to decollage, but it just gives, oh, that's a little bit wonky. It just gives your cards the best results, and they just look so incredible. And like you said, you could make 2 cards from this collection if you were really, really handy with your layers and how you sort of piece everything together. It doesn't have to be all used on one topper, but we've gone all out for this one, and why not when you're getting it included.
I mean, when you see the amount of layers, though,
in that
it's
bag.
about 8-9 layers, do you think?
So many layers on this. It literally like stands off so much, and that's just using 2mm foam pads as well. I'm hoping that I can fit it on my card actually still. So let's just trim these pieces down, because I'm going to need all of these. I've used nearly one whole sheet of foam pads to do this, and I could have probably used a bit more than this as well on those cards. So it just shows how much getting things like your foam pads included is really, really helpful with some of the designs as well. So let's pop this on here. This will go up there. Oh, I've done that bit wrong, haven't I? Because my hat's still got to go on. Good thing about your foam pads is that you do still have a little bit of time. If you place them really carefully, then you've got a little bit of wiggle room. So then he is going to sit nice and proud on my card like so. I'm going to have him a little bit further over, so it's got a little lip there so that this image holds this design and it's not sort of then pushing this further back because my decollage is in the way. So lifting him off the side. And I think I'm going to add my foam pads directly to this panel so that we've got enough space.
That is definitely a card style I think people will be trying, isn't it? That twisted easel one, yeah.
It is one of my favourites. So I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to have With Love from Santa across the bottom of this bit here. And then we have a Magical Christmas, which I'm going to use on this panel here as well so that they've both got designs on. For this one, we're going to lay it flat. I'm going to remove the pips because they are protruding far too much for my liking. Don't do it all the time, but when it's needed, I will do it. And then that is going to fit on the corner. And then this one can go on with foam pads. So let's use one of these rectangles. I think it's slightly too big. So I'll just trim that off there. And that can go in the centre of this panel so that when it's closed, you've still got that sentiment on there. So then you've got a twisted easel, so you've got that really nice design there, and then it folds out flat so it can sit on the person's sort of mantelpiece like this.
Absolutely love that. And I love the fact that when it's closed, the card looks stunning, doesn't it? With that decollage on it. And then when you sort of twist it as well,
cool, isn't it?
Just that added extra as well.
So there you go.
Just gorgeous. Thank you. So if
You're
you've got
welcome.
any of the topper sheets within your goodie box, that is another idea that you can make using those. Thank you.
You're
What
welcome.
amazing goodie boxes
They are really
we
good,
have had
aren't they?
today, and we hope that you've got your order in. Coming up next on the TV schedule, Anne-Marie's at Hobby Maker this afternoon with our goodie boxes, so join her at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So don't forget, if you are in America and want those goodie boxes, make sure you tune in to Hobby Maker with Anne-Marie. Next up here on Hunky Dory TV, tune in tomorrow as we show you some shiny new additions
Nice.
to our Black Friday sale.
What are they?
I don't know.
Didn't think we had anything else to put in the sale.
We will.
Shiny.
Oh, we
Shiny.
will ask Lisa after the show, and they may even open another goodie box. So we hope you've enjoyed today's show, and we'll see you again soon.
Nice.